Hey folks, well, I'm not here today. Mr. Wookey's here, so please be nice to him because he'll make my life a little bit murderous because he lives in the neighborhood with me. Anyway, he's a great guy, be nice to him. I have a small project. You have 3 quads, or 3 blocks that you're going to be doing stuff in today. First block, you're going to be putting this together. I made 5 of them. I pre-cut all the pieces. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, but I wanted to use the machines. I know you can't because Mr. Wookey, unfortunately, is as talented as he is. He's not able to run the machines legally. It's not his thing. He's got a ton of other qualities. Trust me. Ask him. Be careful. He'll tell you. Anyway, this little step stool, very simple. It's made of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. Okay? Very simple. They're all pre-cut. You're going to sand it after the fact. All you're doing today is pre-drilling a few holes and putting it together. You're just going to hang out in the class. You're going to put stuff together. You'll be able to use cordless drills. That's it. Okay? You're going to put it together with 1.5" screws and glue wherever there's a surface that's not too smooth, like not plasticized. But very, very simple. What I want to take you through very quickly, this is what you're putting together. We got 2 sides. Okay, we got 3 bracing pieces, 1 under the front step, 1 under the top step, and 1 across the back. 2 of them that you see out front have a detail. 1 of them in the back, I've chosen to say, no, this back piece does not have this curved detail. It's in the back, you can't see it. It's like the ugly backside of a Christmas tree. You don't decorate it. Anyway, this piece right here, there's 5 of them actually, so you're gonna have to double up. There's 13 of you maybe here, so well, a few of you each on each machine, or on each of them, and it'll be just fine. Not machine, I didn't say machine. All right, so first, we take the 2 side pieces, which are these H's, or whatever you wanna call them. See, what I've done is I have taken a couple and put them together. You're going to need 3 clamps for each of these. Let me turn this camera down just a little bit so you can see what I'm working on. There's better. Good. You take the 2 side pieces. Now there's no glue on this right now. Take your 2 side pieces. You take these 2 curved pieces. You put 1 between the front, at the front bottom step, and you clamp that in place. At the same time, this is where it comes in. You're going to need more than 1 set of hands. You put another one up at the top and you clamp that in place. And at the back, you put this back one in place. You can put this wherever you want. Put it in the middle, a little bit lower to the bottom, but make it even. If it's off angle, it's not going to fit right. So make it square. So what I suggest is take your tape measure and you measure up from the bottom. The same on either side. Make a mark, and then this goes in place. Very simple. So we've got that framework all put in place. Then what you're going to be doing, take a drill. I'll have the drill set out with a bit in it already, so don't worry. Wherever it actually meets, right here, this front bracing piece goes in, or meets the side, just pre-drill a couple of holes on the side and fire a couple of 1.5" screws in there. See, this is not that tough, no problem. You don't even need glue. But if you want to put glue in here before you clamp it together, be my guest. I think it'd be a great idea. So a little bit of glue, a couple of screws here, 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 here. So far we've used 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? That's 12 screws. And then you can take the clamps off once the screws are in place. The next thing you do is you take the steps. The steps on top and the step in front very simply. Now make them level, don't make them like this. Line them up. Now in order to know where to drill down, I've created this little template, which is very handy. It's got holes pre-drilled in it already. So you're not randomly firing it in and trying to eyeball it up. Take the step, there's a routed edge on it. So put that routed edge down, take your template, place this on the front, okay? And you'll see that on the template is a line that marks the outer, the left and right side and the front edge. The front edge has the routed edge on it. So take the front edge, line that up with the template, okay? Line it up so that the edges are all even, mostly towards the back. Now it's getting a little bit complicated. Basically what we're talking about is these holes that are in this template, you lay it over top and drill down to pre-drill holes in the step. When your 2 steps for each of this step stool have pre-drilled holes, place it on top, line it up, put some glue under here or on the top of this and on the top of that. Put your step in place. Then you're going to fire a couple of 1.5" screws into each of these pre-drilled holes. And then you're pretty much done. After that, you can go over to the sanding table. You know where it is. Underneath, there's some sandpaper, okay? Get some 100 grit, 120 grit sandpaper and just smooth out these rough edges, okay? Some of these step stools have very smooth surfaces and will be a bit slippery. We'll deal with that later. We'll put some tack tape on there to make sure everybody's nice and safe over there. But that's what you're gonna do for the first block. The second block, you're gonna be watching a video of Brian Baumler. It's about an hour long, but it's a really good one. This video shows Brian Baumler at a convention, and he's a HGTV home improvement kind of superstar. I love him. He's my favorite guy. So he's giving a speech to a room full of people who are all interested in promoting the trades in today's youth, because it's tough to find people to go into the trades. So he's up there talking about his experiences and how rewarding it is. His education was post-secondary in university. He went to Western, actually. He got a business degree, but he'll tell you the whole story. But what he ends up talking about is, yeah, I went to university and I really enjoyed it, and it really gave him the ability to run a business, but his passion was in the trades. His father was in the trades. So he'll tell you the whole story. It's really interesting, a lot of anecdotal stories. I hope you have a good day. That's the second block. The third block, you guys are gonna be heading up to room 222. It's a lab upstairs. Mr. Wookey may need some direction to get there. Give him no hard time. Go up there, log into the computer, and there is a careers assignment that's on Google Classroom. Do that one. It's self-explanatory. If you have done it already, maybe you can do some of the other 2 assessments that are there on Google Classroom. But do the careers one. I talked to you a little bit about it yesterday. It is on becoming a bricklayer or a mason. It's the red link in the document that opens up in the assignment. Click that, review it, and then the second, the Google Doc that opens up in the Google Classroom assignment, you complete that, you fill that out based on the information that you get from that website. There are other websites there, other links to different sites, which is a great series of resources for finding out career paths and career opportunities and things that are out there just waiting for you when you get out of high school. So explore, but the primary one is the link that I've highlighted in red. Click that, it takes you to the website, directly to the Mason website, and it's a wealth of information, and it's really interesting. So if you finish that early, just cruise around, take a look at that. And if I don't see you before the end, make sure you go out to the Christmas parade. And everybody here, Mr. Wookey is a retired teacher. He's young too. He's a retired teacher from Central. Don't hold that against him. He's a great guy. He's a retired history teacher from Central. He's a longtime teacher. And I'd like to express my sincere thanks for having him come in and watch my class and kind of be there with you guys today as we head off to Pinafore Park in order to put the best presentation for our Christmas display at Pinafore Park. So Mr. Wookey, on behalf of Arthur Voden, thank you very much, retired CECI teacher, for covering my classes as we go to secure another win for the Christmas celebration. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll see you in another week or two. We'll have one more week before Christmas, and we'll be in touch. So have a great weekend.